Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Nash Rathbone here again, here at Rathbone Manor. Today I thought I'd talk to you about my two butane gas torches. This little fellow I purchased sometime, I'm not sure when, probably late 90s, early 2000s I think. I don't know, I can't remember how much it cost me or where I bought it from. Basically you fill it in the back and you turn that around like so, and then the gas, if there was any, but there's none in this one for some reason. It doesn't like to hold on to the gas for very long, this one never has, and then you just simply light the end of it. Ugh, all over the place. Yeah, I've just tried filling it up and it won't have it at all now. It just all bubbles out the back here, so we won't be messing about with this one today. No, definitely not. It's for some reason or other not playing ball at the moment. So what we'll do is move along to this one here, guys. I came across this one back in around about 2003, 2004. I just started working for a large tool and equipment supplier, and I was in their customer services, and this one was returned under warranty because it didn't have the little filler valve in the back here. That op had somehow got missed in the factory and there was just a gaping hole just here. Tools of this sort of cost, when they returned for warranty, the company would send them out a new one, and these ones would usually be scrapped off. And what I did, I asked if I could have it, and it was a special little note was done for me, and I took it home and kept it because I knew at some point or another in the future another, probably the same one or a variant of the gas torch, would be sent back under warranty for some reason or another, and this was the case. A month or so later, not this particular model but a yellowy coloured one as I remember, it came back in not working at all. It was scrapped off. I got my little note done again, and I took the little valve out of that one and screwed it into the back of this one, and lo and behold I have a fully working butane gas torch for nothing basically. This one, as you can see, is the full kit. We have the little, if I can get it out, we have the little gas torch itself. We have a, which is handy, little soldering adapter here, so you can use it like a soldering iron. And we have one or two other little adapters here. This one here, so you can sort of like, you know, get heat around the back of something, like so. You know, if you want to like heat shrink or whatever. We also have a, which I don't think I've ever used by the looks of it, guys, complete set of accessories. You can see the little the soldering iron stand is still attached to the packaging by sellotape, so it's obviously never been used at all. And there's a little complete set of different tips for different purposes in here. Now the good thing about this torch, it doesn't leak, and I haven't filled this one up in years. I can't remember the last time I filled this up. I think there's still some gas in here. What we've got here is got the where the flame comes out the end. That's where the flame comes out of. We've got a little piezoelectric ignition system here. In fact, let's just have a closer look at this little fellow, shall we? Okay, so here we have the jet end of things. That's where the gas and the flame comes out. You can see there's some like little cooling fins going on here. And this little fellow here, this little collar, there's a little hole there. Look. Basically you can move this collar about and lock it in place with these little screws here. You can lock it into place where you want it. If we can do that. You're supposed to be able to lock it into place, I believe, with those. It allows more or less oxygen through, so you can control the ferocity of the flame. Here's the little cable that runs from the piezo generator here. I wonder if you can see it doing its thing at the end here. No, but oh yes you can. and here's the telling you how to switch it on and off. Alright then guys, I suppose we better give this a go, see if it still works then. So basically you pull the collar here forwards, turn it round, and then we and there we go, we've got the flame coming out the end. And I say you can, with this collar here, control the flame. Let's turn it off for a minute too. But yeah, that's how that one works then guys. And I say you've got this this attachment here, which simply slides over the end, like so, and it becomes a soldering iron. So I suppose we'll have to give it a go. Right then, let's see how well this thing lights up then. So we'll gas it up and hit the old... Oh! Is it going to go? Put too much gas probably. Oh, there we go, not enough gas. You just about see it going in there, look guys. Okay, so I've just about got it warm enough now. We've got some solder flowing. Makes a noise as you can hear. Let's see if we can tin this bit of a 32O copper wire here. Ow, bloody hell, there's some heat coming out the sides of this thing. Alright, there we go. Let's got that bit tinned up. Alright, I'll try and down a little bit now guys, but maybe too much. Let's have a look. They're still flowing solder quite nicely. See if we can't join these two wires together without burnt. Look at the flames coming out the side, man. I think it's probably a bit too hot. Good grief. Feels like the whole thing's about to catch fire in a minute. Okay, solder that up nicely. What I'm just going to do is turn it off a minute. Let's see what's oh yeah, I can see the labels going. Look at the label going away there, guys. Nice and hot. So let that cool off a minute. See what's going on inside. Make sure there's nothing untoward going on inside there. But we've soldered the wires together quite nice, as you can see. Right, and as this thing's still red hot, got my old welding gloves again. So, oh good. Nothing has melted in the inside there that I can see, so that's good then. We'll pop him back on again. There we go. Good thing about welding gloves, you can't feel the heat coming through. Love the way the little flames come out these little holes at the side here. Let me just turn my studio lights off. Wow, look at that. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got the iron hot again, guys. Let's see if we can shift this little capacitor here. I wonder if it will end up burning the board though. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Look, the little flames popping out the side of it. Let's give it a go. Might set some on fire by the looks of it. I think it might be a bit too much coming out of there. Let's just cool it off a bit now. It's got warm. Little flames out the sides, look. Brilliant. So we can get it get off the board then, guys. Okay, that's one side. Swap over. And there's the other side, look. There we go. Okay then guys, so what else can we do with the little torch apart from soldering? Let's get my glove off. Well, maybe we could possibly heat this old nail up to red hot. We'll give that a go, shall we? If we've got enough gas in there, if not I'll have to refill it. Right. Oh. There we go, it's got a nice flame going there, guys. Try not to set fire to the workbench here, or anything else for that matter. Oh. Zoom in the camera and the torch goes out. How weird is that? How does that work, guys? Might take a while because it's quite a chunk of metal here. I think it might be starting to colour it up though. It's kind of a bit. Oh. I think it's when you move it around, probably the gas is moving around inside the cylinder. Right, and there we go guys, I think you can see we're getting some red on the tip there. Red heat going on. I wonder if I can turn the studio lights out to make it a bit better. Yeah, definitely, look. After a few minutes of work, let's turn that off a minute. So we definitely got it hot there guys. I'm not going to touch it, hang on. Well, you can hear how hot it is, can't you? So what else can we do with a little butane torch then? Okay, so I've got a little bit of copper pipe here and a little straight connector, and this is a capillary connector here. You heat it up and you've got, if you look inside here, we have some solder in here. Hopefully you can see that. Be the same the other end too, look, a bit of solder in there. You can see the little hump that the solder lives in. So the idea is you simply push it over the end of the pipe like so, and then heat it up, and the solder that will then flow around, creating a watertight seal. So I've got some flux here, sort of like cream form, and we just rub that around the where we want the solder to flow, like so. Just need a little bit help to clean the joint, as it were. Pop the lid back on that one, and then we'll pop them in the vise here, and we'll just pop the little straight connector on there like so, and then we'll boot up the little gas torch again. Hopefully got enough gas in here left. If not, we'll have to redo it, I think. Let's give it a go. Get some heat playing around it. Probably not the easiest way to do it this way. I normally use a heat gun, guys. Does it quite quickly. Or you could have a larger butane torch which puts out some real heat. I mean, I'm not sure whether this is going to do it or not really, but we'll soon find out. It seems to be warming it through quite nicely. Got to get both sides in here. It's making a stink, as it will do. And the pipe's getting hot, which is why I've got it in the vise. So I think you need a much better gun than this, really. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. I think we've got some flow going on. A little bit of flow here, solder flow. Here we go, guys. I think we've got some, there's a little bit popping out the side there. Keep it going, see what happens. Get a bit more heat going into it. You can see it's heating the copper up quite nicely. It's going a nice shiny gold there, coppery colour. You can see this. You can actually see the solder coming out the side of it, guys. Large lump of solder just there. Yep, it's definitely doing something. Look at the colours, look. Look at that, awesome. We've got solder falling out on the pipe underneath as well, so it's definitely flowing there. So I love the colours. Take the gun away, look. Look at that, awesome. Right, I'm gonna, yeah, it's definitely flowing, guys. It's definitely flowing. I can see it coming out. Hopefully you can too. I think it's coming out. Alright, let's turn the gun off a second. Right, this is exceedingly hot. So Got my glove on here. Can we get it out of the vise and have a look at it? Well, you can see it's definitely flowed in the end here, look guys. Let's have a look. You can just about see that, I think. Yeah, it's getting through. Ow, oh, it is hot. It's getting through my gloves, guys. Youch! But, oh, flipping it, yeah. There we go. You can see the solder there. So it's definitely flowed it. I think you can see that, can't you guys? The solder there. Definitely flowed round. It's hot. Oh, blimey. God, it's even getting through my gloves. So as you can see, this solder has actually flowed out of its little channel there. It's run down to a big lump just here, so I should say that this end has done just as well. You can see where the solder started to come out here, look, and here. So I'd imagine it's probably soldered on there fairly decently. But so you would need a much better gun to do it quickly, or as I say, I use a hot air gun to do it, and that does it just as well. Okay guys, so there's a look at my butane gas torch. We've run it for quite a while. I haven't filled it up for ages. It's still going, so it's probably still got a fair amount of gas in there. You've seen we can solder some wires with it. So if you haven't got, if you've got one of these and you haven't got power anywhere to use an electric soldering iron, you can use these just about anywhere, because all they need is some butane in there. It's good for doing soldering. As you can see, soldering wires up. We managed to heat some mild steel up to red heat there for a brief moment, and we've soldered a capillary joint onto a bit of copper pipe as well, guys, so it's quite good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this look at my kit here again today. I've got loads and loads of tools around in the garage because I've been collecting tools and kit like this for years and years and years since I left school, and probably even before then, because my father bought me tools. My late father used to purchase me tools, so I've been collecting tools and engineering kit for such a long time now. It's unbelievable. Since I left school, when was that? About 1976. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, because that will help me. You can click like, that also helps if you enjoyed it. And you can share it with your friends as well. You can follow me on Instagram too. That's a good way of finding out what I'm up to. What I'm probably going to do in a moment is just take a photograph of this lot, and I'll pop it up on Instagram, and you can go along and take a look at that photo. Please hang around at the end of the review, guys, because I've got my support card coming up, and it shows you different ways of supporting the channel. So thank you very much for that one. Alright then guys, well, thanks for popping over to Rathbone Man again, for looking at some more of my kit. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll come again, and I'll catch you later then. Bye!